Welcome back to Core Academy. I am Sarge. Thank you for stopping by and checking out today's episode. All right, in today's episode, I am going to be going over possessions that I am in that I found that I was not doing the right thing. And I know, surprise, a officiating content creator is going to show you what they're doing wrong. That's how I am. I like to be transparent. And when you're transparent, I believe you will learn and I will get better. So, we're going to be talking about positions, angles, and for some of you who are really athletic and have good movement on the court, sometimes it can work against you, meaning you are what I would refer to myself as a fidgeting official. So being able to utilize the energy and physicality that you have, minimizing it and putting it into place at the right time. Yes, I am talking to myself because I take pride in being a very physical official, being up the court at the right place, being at the right angle, but sometimes it's too much. And I'm going to show you some of that too much information to help you, help myself, and in doing so, we can all get better. I know, wild, transparency, an official showing you how terrible he actually is on some possessions. Let's get to it. All right, let's move on into our clips here. I'm currently at trail. I'm going to be coming up here. What we want to look at in this particular clip is, am I making the right moves? Am I getting the right angle? Okay. All right, roll the clip. Come up to court. Get to my spot and bail. All right, now let's run it back here and let's slow it down a little bit. First and foremost, getting to the 28 and what? Stopping and going into a straight line. You want to make sure that you are what? At a 45-degree angle in. Okay? That's the most important part of starting off at that 28. Let's keep on moving. All right? So now we notice that that ball is, I'm going to be right behind it. So I have a choice. You got to make those choices quick because I can see that player coming in. The best choice to make in this particular move is not to step away from the play, but step down. The reason being is because now what happens is, if I am going to be in this spot right here, I'm going to be able to identify what is going on in this play. Stepping back from the play, now I'm just looking at the jersey number. I'm not getting a full picture of what is happening. So these are like really micro moves that can be adjusted. And if you're watching this and you do this, just remind yourself, if you see that closeout, you don't want to move away from the play like me. You want to work on stepping down. And I am working on stepping down. This is a habit that I am trying to break, but you want to be in this area to see what is happening. This is called the bail. Okay. All right. That's clip one. All right. Let's jump into this clip real quick here. All right. First and foremost, I am going to be at center for educational purposes. Top foot is above the free throw line, bottom foot. That's a good position. I am currently in front of a player, which by definition is probably not the best position to be at. So, given the fact that that player is here, I should have already moved up a little bit to get out of the way. So, let's move on here. So, that is my position to move, but it's too far. Okay? I know these are little micro things, but moving that far off can take me out of a really good look, getting closer at the competitive matchup. So minimizing that step out and being slower on the draw for that specific move. And if you really think about it in the perspective of getting a good look, I could have, because I'm still looking at this from a not a disadvantage, but from the backside. I could have and could work on stepping down a little bit to get a look at the full play. That is everything in a nutshell that I've seen in this clip multiple times and other clips too. Moving too far out and then play establishing in front of myself and not stepping down or a little bit to the side to get a good look at the play developing. So even though it looks like I do have a good look and I have stepped out, I can actually make an effort to step down a little bit to get a good look. So put that in your memory bank off of this micro move that was just a little bit too much. All right, let's move on to the next clip here. I want to make very clear that I'm at lead, and this particular play is a play that I often really do not mess up because I'm really trying to be engaged. It's this particular play where I am not engaged and I'm not physical at all. So watch where I am looking and watch my lead position. Here we go. All right. So right there. Okay. Looking straight. The ball is right in this area here. We have a good trail look. Everything looks sharp except for myself. Because why? I need to be a part of this play. Step over and be engaged from a different look. Because this play right here may turn into a play coming in. Also, there's no one in there. There's no competitive matchup. It's an empty space. So I need, in this particular play, to be engaged with helping my partner up at trail. Okay? So, if you're watching this and you notice what I'm noticing, there's nothing going on here. Trail is looking at what he's supposed to be looking at, and I'm looking at dead space. Just know you want to be up here, back a little bit, getting a good 45 on the whole play. Be a part of the play. Be active. Don't look into dead space when there's no necessary reason to look into dead space. That is this clip. Put it in your memory. Dead space, find engagements on the court. Because dead space is doing nothing for you. All right, moving on. All right, let's move on to the next clip. Let's run it. Okay, so everything looked pretty normal. A player coming from the center position over here. He's got a good look on that competitive matchup. Lead, okay. I'm still not at 45-degree angle. Slump shoulders. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, now, right there, when the player is coming off the C curl, this is an IQ move that I normally do, but I did not do it. I see this player off to my left and the player in front of me. Off the C curl from the trail, what do you want to do? You want to be active. You want to drop down. Not as to have two C's, but to step down to this play. You don't have to over anticipate it, but it is a good idea to step down so that you can now be where you would ordinarily be on a step down with C curl to the basket. Boom, right there. So now I'm behind. Where would I have been if I would have made the C curl trail drop? Right there. Because that, boys and girls, is where I ended up. So this is an IQ play, and you can read it right. It is possible to read this play right. It comes with making sure that when that player is coming in from that center curl, that you are engaged. You can step down. Step down to get a look, because what's happening is you see a defensive player here. What are you trying to do on that backside if you step down? See what happens just in case you get something from this backside. Just in case someone swings from this side, because this lead official is only going to call what he sees. Okay? So again, late to step down. I could have been there, but because now I'm late, now I'm behind the shot and the players. Okay? So this is just a little reminder of the importance of being able to understand when it's coming in from that C movement, and you see in front of you have players. There's a strong possibility that they're going to kick it out, but at the same time, you still want to be able to see what's happening on that drive. Step down, because this is what probably is going to happen. You're going to be behind, you're going to be late, and then it doesn't look good. Okay, so this is part one of our episode, and we're going to take some time to load some other ones up. But in general, focusing on being at the right spot, using the angles, being engaged, and understanding how you can utilize the floor to your best advantages. All right. Till the next episode, very shortly. Stay tuned.